I got a client to implement this post-purchase upsell funnel, and it generated them $142,000 in additional revenue over a 90-day period. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to set it up, the best practices, but most importantly, how to actually pick your products, your offers, and frame it in a way that is the highest converting. Let's get into it. Now, with post-purchase upsells, there's going to be a ton of apps out there that you can use. My personal favorite is Aftersell. I've made quite a few videos about them over the years, but basically last year, I think last year, they got acquired by this company called Rokt. They introduced quite a few unique features that other apps don't really have to drive performance. I'll also show you those, but basically in order to do post-purchase upsells, all you got to do is just go ahead, install Aftersell. And once you have Aftersell installed, you just search for it in your Shopify apps and then click post-purchase funnels. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to set up your first ever funnel and the ways that I've kind of like used it to increase revenue per order by up to $4 or $5. First things first, you just want to go ahead and click add funnel. And I'm just gonna name this demo funnel. You can call it whatever you want. And you're gonna want to click start from scratch. You're then gonna be presented with like the trigger that you actually want. What this basically is just like how you actually want to segment and target your customers. So there's kind of like quite a few options. 99% of you will not need the customer attribute triggers or like the order detail / time-based triggers. You're just gonna either create one to show to all customers, or you're going to create one that is based on the products people have or based on the discounts and the offers that they actually shopped from. So for example, if someone has purchased a specific product, you can show them a specific upsell funnel, etc. For the sake of this demo, I'm just going to select show this funnel to all customers. But for example, if you're a brand that sells multiple products or have multiple collections, you're going to want to have different funnels based on each individual product or each individual collection. Once you select your trigger, go ahead and click save and next, and you're just going to select your products for the upsells and downsells. Now, up until this stage, it's not been hard. In fact, actually using this software yourself is going to be incredibly easy. What's actually going to determine how optimized your post-purchase funnels are going to come down to two elements. Number one is obviously, are you following some level of like best practice? But number two, and this part is actually the more important part, is like, are you actually thinking through your offers and upsells logically and making very strong and believable sales arguments? Let me explain. So when it comes to best practice, right? If you watch the training by people like myself or a bunch of other like e-com experts in YouTube or in courses or whatever, they're likely going to advise you to follow this structure of having, 3 upsells and 2 downsells. And for the upsell to be the more of the same product that the person has already bought, with the downsell being, say, something like a more discounted variant of the first upsell, and so on and so forth, right? The truth is, what matters the most is going to be, does the sequence of upsells and downsells make sense in the consumer's mind, and how logically you are framing the discount. So for the sake of this demo, I'm just going to select like most expensive in cart for the first upsell. Second upsell is, let's say, just going to be, I'm just going to select automatic upsells because I just want to show you guys like the framing element. But if you want to select specific products, it's incredibly easy. All you got to do is just select the product that you want and then just go ahead and hit save. So I've just gone ahead and quickly selected the products. Don't copy this funnel. The products itself is not optimized. What I'm going to talk you through is how to actually think about like how to select the right products. And then I'm going to show you how to actually frame the offers correctly. Now, when it comes to the upsell portion of the funnel, you can either do one of two. Either you can sell more of the same exact product that they've already bought, or you can cross-sell them into an adjacent hero product. Now, keyword being adjacent, not complementary. If you're doing consumables, I recommend just pushing them to buy a bigger bundle or jump on subscriptions for the product that they've already bought. If it's non-consumable, then I would recommend pushing a adjacent hero product. Now, on the downsell side of things, again, there's two options you can go down. You can either downsell into a complementary product that supports the original thing that they purchased, or you can give them a heavier discount of what they've already bought. So when it comes to picking your products, make sure to follow that framework. And once you do, you're going to then dive into the most important part of all, which is learning how to actually frame your offers. And this is a mistake that I see 90% of brand owners make, which is they would just say, hey, like as a one-time offer, buy this now for an extra 50% off or 70% off or whatever the price may be, right? But the reality is when you're doing this, you're not only devaluing the brand, but also, if you think logically, it's like, okay, I just spent $100 to buy, let's say, this poker chip, right? And now you're offering me the same poker chip, but at a 50% discount, which means the original poker chip I bought is not worth the $100 I paid, right? You can imagine how infuriating a customer might be if you pulled something like that. Which is why a lot of the time when people customize their upsells, it just doesn't work that way. Whereas, for example, if I said, hey man, I know you just bought this for $100. Would you like a second one for $50 extra only? Because it costs us $100 to ship this to you. And to be honest, to ship this, we don't really need to pay another $100. So we just want to pass on the savings to you, right? So the same exact offer, but just framed in a really reasonable and palatable way for the consumer. Let me give you another example. If you're trying to, let's say, cross-sell a different product, right? Or like downsell to a complementary product, what a lot of brands do, especially for example in the supplement space, let's say the ashwagandha that they bought is $50 and they want to downsell into a complementary maca root product, right? What a lot of brands might be tempted to do would be something along the lines of saying, hey, get maca root for $25 or something like that, right? That rarely works. The way I would position it is, hey, we cannot wait for you to try the product that you just bought. Now, as a one-time offer, we wanted to offer this product to you at cost price to us. Now, obviously that sounds like too good to be true, right? Which is why you frame it in a really reasonable way. So you would say something like, the reason why we're gonna give you this at cost price if you want it is because it's really gonna enhance the effects of this, and I know you're gonna come back for more of this thing, right? Again, you can give massive discounts in your post-purchase funnel, but you can also need to frame it in a right way that doesn't devalue your brand itself. And ultimately, by doing so, you end up converting a lot more people into your post-purchase upsells anyways. Remember, the whole goal with your post-purchase upsells is to sound reasonable, not desperate. And now that you understand how to actually frame the offers, to actually convey that on the page is super simple. All you gotta do is just click edit offer, and you're just gonna go ahead and customize the page. You can change the copy, as you can see. You can change the discount badges, the discount percentages, you can change the images. It's just like how you customize a standard Shopify theme. So I'm not going to dive too deep into it right now. Once you customize the offer with the correct framing, you're simply going to want to hit save and next. You can also customize the thank you page, but again, not super relevant. And once you do this, you just want to click save and finish, and then just click here to activate the post-purchase funnel. And if you're too lazy to do all of this, you can actually just click enable on smart funnels, and Aftersell is going to be able to do it for you with their AI. Now, I'm going to be upfront and honest about this. Smart funnel will obviously take time to optimize, and over time, I'm pretty confident that it's going to beat like the bottom 50, maybe even 60% of marketers. However, if you want the most optimized funnels for your own brand, doing it manually is just going to be a lot more effective if you really put in the time to actually optimize your offers, framing, and so on. Now, remember earlier in the video, I talked about Aftersell having some really cool features after they got acquired by Rokt. Well, one of them is actually this thing called Rokt Thanks. Basically, on the customer thank you page, after they've already completed the order, you've captured the payment, you've done your post-purchase upsells, right? On the thank you page, they have this ability to actually show an offer from like these really large brands like HelloFresh, Adidas, etc. Basically like Fortune 500s or just like enterprise level companies. I have a few clients using this. It's pretty cool because basically instead of paying you revenue share or like an affiliate commission, they just pay you a direct cost per click. Meaning that whenever someone sees this page, which they're gonna see anyways, you get paid. And the payment is usually between like 30 cents, I think, or like 50 cents per order. So for example, if you're doing, let's say 10,000 orders a month, you're gonna just make an extra $3,000 to $5,000 in pure profit. Dope thing about this is it's completely free. So you just get paid. Quite a few of my clients use it just to help liquidate a bit of ad spend, and it works pretty good. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment any questions you may have. And if you guys want to use Aftersell, link is in the description. See you guys in the next one.